Look, the weight is not a problem with Abner. You know, he's not a guy that feels very heavy. So the weight is definitely not even a problem. He's walking around during training camp, 5, 6 pounds overweight only. So that's not going to be no issue at all. Look, Cuellar is very strong, not only physically, as what people see, but he's also very strong mentally. He wants those big fights. He wanted this fight with Abner since I was training him. Once he won the title with me, that's the first thing he wanted. Those big fights. He was always talking about why don't they give me those fights. And I always told him, be patient. It'll come. It'll come. Now I'm not with him, but it came. He's getting that big fight. Now it's now it's like he always wanted. He always wanted Abner. Now he's got Abner.
Abner was real offensive against Santa Cruz in a couple of these fights. Is he going to have to be a little more clever in this fight than like maybe he used to be?
Look, Abner is very smart, and I think what Abner did with Santa Cruz was just try to go the easy way out, or what he was doing in his last few fights. But Abner has very good skills. He's very smart, and and the way we've trained for almost a year already, preparing for this fight, he's been doing such a great job. This is my first fight with Abner too. Even though we've been together for a year, this is my first fight. So I don't know. Once the bell rings, I don't know if he goes and does what he used to do just to please the crowd. But I don't think so. I think he feels very comfortable with me in the corner. He he's listened to everything I tell him to do. Never wanted to make any demands or I want to do this or let's do that. Did everything I told him for a full year. So I think he's gonna come out and do what we're trying to do. So he's I I really believe he has all the tools and skills to pull this one off.
How did the thing with you and Nathan end, and what advantages do you have training somebody to fight him after training?
Honestly, I really don't know how it ended because our last fight was a Darchinian fight, and uh, and after the fight, it was a celebration. We won. He defended his title. When it came to the following training camp, is when I learned that he wasn't going to train with me, and I didn't hear it from him because he never told me. It was through my assistants that were working with me and helping him out. They're the ones that told me that Cuellar wasn't going to train with me. So, you know, it's not the first fighter or last that leave their trainers. It's happened before with us. Now I'm into this sport where this is not the first time that happens to me either. So it was just like, all right, well, good luck. And we never talked. Me and Cuellar never talked. Like I said, it was through my assistants only that they're the ones that told me. But that was his decision. He had his reasons. I honestly never heard it from him. I heard my assistant's story. Then I heard Cuellar's one of Cuellar's good friends' story, and also Sebastian Contursi told me his story. But all three stories were different. All three stories were different. So I really don't know the real one until the day comes if he ever wants to talk to me and tell me. But like I said, things happen for a reason. If he never did that, I would have never start training Abner. And believe me, Abner's we've had a great training camp. Abner's is that fighter that dedicates himself, listens to the trainer, listens to everything he's told. And I told Abner, look, Abner, you're not my only fighter. I travel. I have other fighters. So there's those days I'm gonna put all my effort, but there's those days where you're gonna have to train with my dad, or you might train with my son. He said, no problem. We did have those days. We had those days where I had to travel to a different fight for one day, and he would train with my son or my dad. So he understood and he was okay with it. And until now, I didn't have any complaints. So we're really good. You know, things happen for a reason. You know, if Cuellar didn't decide to leave me, I would have never met and trained Abner Mares.
You have an advantage having trained Jesus to tell him things.
It's I could I know Jesus. Look, I know Jesus. I trained him for 2 years, 5 fights, I believe, and I know what it's like right before the fight in the locker room. I know how Jesus is, and that's one thing that I could use against him during training camp. I know, you know, even though, you know, he's with a great trainer in Freddie Roach has never walked out into the arena with him. This is the first time together. I did it for 5 fights for 2 years, so that could be an advantage. But I don't think I need those advantages. I think what what Abner did in training and the game plan that we have is all we need to be able to to win this fight.
Robert, ha sido mucho tiempo la espera para esta pelea. ¿Esto le puede jugar en contra a Abner?
Does he get really nervous? Or does he...
No, those are things that I'm sure you know, I could probably tell you after the fight, or Freddie could tell you too, because it's just things that I know that he doesn't know. Maybe not even people around him that have been with him, because maybe they don't know boxing the way I do. I know boxing, and I know my fighters from just, you know, looking at their eyes. You know, I know a lot of things that a lot of people in boxing don't know. They just there because they love boxing, but they don't know the boxing that I know because I was a fighter too. So those are things that could make a difference.
One last thing, just one last thing. Because of the way things ended, would you get more satisfaction getting this win over him?
Look, it's gonna be a great win if we get this win, because it's not only my 10th world champion, it's Abner's 4th world title. So it'll be just a great feeling. I don't. It's not about getting revenge or anything, because we never ended in bad terms. He never said nothing bad about me. He just decided not to train with me. I wish him the best. You know, it's not like like I hate him or anything like that. You know, things happen for a reason. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be training Abner. I wouldn't have that champion that I have now, that fighter that I have now.